What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Taking a Rizk with George. Have you ever wondered to yourself, where is one of the prettiest beaches in the Florida Keys? Well, guess what? We're here at Fort Zachary to show you why it's been voted one of the best beaches in all of Florida for many years running. So smash that thumbs up button and let's go. Of course, one of my favorite things to do is bird watch, and here are the birds of Fort Zachary Taylor, which this is the southernmost tip of the Key West that you can get to. So you got the belted kingfisher right there, you've got your gulls, you've got your pelicans, your egrets. The bird of the month is the yellow-throated warbler. I think I said that right. You got your ospreys, you've got your double-crested cormorants, you've got your magnificent fragrant birds, and your red-billed woodpecker, which is one of the ones that I will be looking for hardcore. And check this out, just over here, not only is there a beautiful beach on all sides because this is an island, you've got these wonderful pine trees here to explore, and I will definitely be getting in there and exploring. Alright, so with this being a state park, and I believe this is the southernmost state park, which is pretty cool. This is state park number 1 on that list of Florida state parks. We did get free admission, not technically. We do have our Florida state park passes, so that does save us a little bit of a fine there. But to get in was only like $250 for a regular vehicle of like 5 or 8 people, something like that. It's really not expensive at all to get here. And check out the beautiful views. Holy moly, this path, I'm actually going away from the beach where the family is because I wanted to go check out this Carnival cruise over here. There's always cruise ships. Check that thing out, absolutely massive. That's the one that the honey wants to go on, and this is actually the pier up there is where we've been on all the boats. That's where we took the dolphin, snorkel, sunset cruise. That's where we went parasailing from. You can see in the distance somebody's parasailing over here. And from what I've been told, this area right here with these big rocks is some of the best fishing in this area. You got all kinds of fishermen fishing over here, and you've got people coming in with wave runners and boats and all kinds of stuff like that, and this is where they come to fish. Some good eats over here, I guess. Parking is really not an issue. They've got an overflow lot over here, which is where we park, but there's also a regular parking, which is only like 50 feet from the overflow, which is not bad at all. And just over my shoulder, I should have showed you guys, in the parking area, that is Fort Zachary right there, and it is in a destroyed or abandoned fort, so we'll definitely be going through that afterwards. You can see people are on top of it. I didn't even know you can get on top of there. That's pretty cool. So we'll definitely be exploring that with the kids as soon as we're done having fun on the beach. Speaking of the beach, let's get back over there and show you guys why this is always voted one of the top beaches in the Florida Keys. And it just keeps on going. You can see this is one of the most beautiful areas in my opinion. This is what I would consider to be a happy place. You've got the fort over there, the Air Force and the Navy is over there, and they fly their jets all over, and you've got all kinds of seaplanes that come in here, and this water is just so beautiful. That turquoise color, the different shades of green, absolutely gorgeous. And it is just cooling and refreshing on a hot day like today. So I'm gonna get back to enjoying some time with my family. Wow, so cool. Check that out. That cruise ship that I was just filming just a minute ago is setting sail from here. That is ridiculous. It is literally a moving city floating by us right now. How absolutely cool. And this sand is one of the softest sands. I don't see many shells. There are a lot of rocks, so I don't think this would be a great area for shelling, but how cool is that? Absolutely love it. Check out all the boats going around the big one. That is too cool. Honey and I are hoping to plan a cruise eventually, especially through her travel agency. That would be really cool to have something comparable to that. Absolutely, I know the kids would absolutely love it. It'd be so much fun for everybody. Wow, they get really close to each other, don't they? I would think the big cruise ship would push the other ones out of the way, but you see it's moving so slow that it's not really creating too many waves. So it's pretty safe for them to pass right by. Jackson's over here. What do you think of this beach so far, kiddo? It's amazing. That's what he said as he ran away from you, because he could care less. about what I'm doing. What do you think? Is this a great beach or what? I know I'm distracting you guys from your construction. Sorry. And I was just thinking about it. That cruise ship must be headed towards Cuba. I believe that's the way to Cuba, so that's pretty interesting. I'd love to go there sometime. What do you think so far?
This beach is amazing. The water is so clear. Did you show them the water?
Yes, I've been filming the water non-stop. It is absolutely gorgeous. So clear. It feels so good. It really does. It's a nice breezy day.
Yeah, and I really want to get out to those rocks, but...
Those rocks way out there?
Yeah, that just looks so cool.
That brings up a good question. I've never seen you swim, so do you know how to swim?
Yes, I know how to swim.
You know, that's one of the things that they always tell men is on a first date, take your potential suitor to a pool. See if they can swim or not, because you never know. If you're in an emergency situation, you gotta have somebody who can swim. Not only that, but it helps wipe away all the makeup so you can see them in their natural light. Yes, that's the real reason.
But good thing I don't really wear that much makeup.
No, you don't. You're a natural beauty, and I absolutely love it too. It's one of the many reasons why I've fallen in love with you, day after day. What do you think, Baron Boy? Oh yeah, yeah, he's very sleepy. But this is one heck of a beach, that is for sure. Probably, I loved Sombrero Beach yesterday, but this one is definitely, if it's not the better one, it's definitely a close second.
Yeah, I'm glad that we came here today.
Yeah, me too. And I'm glad you guys all get to join us here today. Tried to go snorkeling, but it is once again way too cloudy in the water. As many waves as there are, it's just kicking up too much sand, can't see nothing. Literally, the visibility is like 6 inches. But check this out. That cruise ship is all the way out there now. It is moving. It's only been like 20 minutes. That thing is hauling it. How awesome. I do want to get to these rocks over here. There's a little kid playing with Jackson. He was telling me that these rocks are, it's not hard to get to. It's kind of shallow before you get to them, but it is a little bit deeper. But I only went out maybe 10 feet and it was already up to my shoulder length. So you got to be careful out here. It's very deceiving because you really can't see the bottom. Check out the kids making friends. They're sharing their toys and the other kids are sharing their toys. They're all building a castle together. It's absolutely wonderful. I love how outgoing and personable my kids have become because of the RV life. And as a heads up, if you are going to come out here, I suggest you come out a little early. It does get busy really fast, and the line to get in took us like maybe 20-ish or so minutes. It reminds me of that one time where we went to the other state park where there was a huge line to get in. We had no clue why. And this is a random Tuesday. I don't know, is March 12th something special? It's a Tuesday, March 12th at around, I think 2 o'clock now, but when we got here it was about 1. So I don't know what's going on with today. Just everybody's got today off, but I definitely suggest coming early. And don't forget to bring food. There's almost nothing around here food-wise, so you will have to pack. There's a ton of people that are grilling food, which is genius. The second we walked in, we smelled it all. We were so jealous. I had a big breakfast, but the honey and the kids had just a small breakfast. I'm not sure why. We knew better. They knew better. I guess that's the way to say it. This is the first time I've had a big breakfast in a while, so definitely prepare for that. Look at these beautiful kids. My goodness. And it's so cute. The boys are playing and the girls are playing. I love it. Check out this beautiful little mermaid girl. Did you want to be a mermaid today? It is such a beautiful beach here. Are you having a lot of fun, kiddo? Is this one of your favorite beaches so far?
Yes.
How would you rate this on a scale from 1 to 1,000,000?
1,005,000.
Wow, it's that good. I 100% agree with you. This is one heck of a beach. Check it out. She's been turned into a full sand creature now. Oh my goodness. Is this your first time being covered in sand all the way? How cool. I love first. How do you like this beach? Is that a little thumbs up right there through the sand? Oh my goodness, look at those little crabs coming up. You're so adorable. Oh no, the monster is emerging. Come on, little creature. Is it too much? You gotta be strong. Come on, little turtle. Come on, little turtle. You got this. Make your way to the water. Come on. All right, you gotta watch out for predators. They're coming. Go, 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 go. You gotta get to the water quick. You gotta get to the water quick. Good job. Oh, thank goodness. That's one safe little sea turtle. Check out what this wonderful woman went and got. This reminds me of my childhood where we go to like Lake Erie or one of the nice places and we'd get like KFC. Oh, no way. That's not what the kids' meals. That's mine. It comes with all of my meals. Yeah, all 3 of them came with my meal. What did you get me?
Okay, I got you a... Let me make sure this is the half-eaten one. Yeah, that's the half-eaten one.
Okay, so that's my half-eaten chicken sandwich. That's what I ordered. I only ordered half.
I got
Popeye's chicken is the best.
So good.
Literally, probably my favorite out of all the chicken joints.
This mac and cheese was literally like $3. But it's okay.
I guess. I wouldn't have paid $3 for that mac and cheese. All right, as they say in one of my favorite movies, Little Nicky, Popeye's chicken is the shit. That is so good. I appreciate it. That's one heck of a performance, huh? All right, this area is absolutely beautiful, and it is super duper crowded, which is fine. It still feels like there's a lot of space, but this area alone makes this one of the best beaches that we've been to. I absolutely love this area so very much. It's so beautiful with the pine trees. Like, look at these things. Absolutely gorgeous, mixed in with the palm trees behind me. That is too cool. And the beach itself is really, really beautiful. The water is clean. It is a little bit cloudy because of all the sand, but this is hands down one of the best beaches we have been to ever. Sombrero Beach was wonderful. This beach is wonderful plus. All right, y'all, on today's episode of Holy Shit, That's Deep, we're gonna try and swim all the way out to the island. Just me, I think, by myself. I'm gonna check my pockets, make sure there's nothing in there. You guys get to come with me, hopefully for this whole journey. Ooh, I'm already waist deep. I was an Olympic swimmer at one point, believe it or not. I had a dream about it. It's pretty cool. All right, we're up to our... we're up to these ship nips. And we're still going. Just walking now. Now we're jumping. Now we're skipping. All right, now we're gonna have to start swimming. Here we go. Hopefully my camera doesn't turn off. All right, I probably should have came in at a different angle. And because I only have one hand, I have the doggy paddle. Luckily, this is salt water. These waves are huge, though. Oh. All right, remember it. We're gonna be all right. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I have faith in my abilities to make it out there. Doggy paddling. What do I eat? Oh, yuck. All right, on this episode of Castaway Key, I made it. Good Lord, did I swallow a bunch of salt water? Yeah, I taste fish pee. But I made it just for you guys, and a little bit for me. Check out this view. I'm gonna get on top of these rocks here in a second. Check that out. What a sweet, sweet view. Those boys just jumped back in. They're already halfway back. I'm standing on some slippery rocks right now. Oh my goodness. I think the swim back will be a lot easier. I was definitely fighting the waves coming this way, and every time, because I was swimming with one hand because I was holding my phone, and I was kind of low, I wasn't able to propel myself up. Every time a wave came in, it smacked me right in the face. Had my mouth open because I'm gasping for air. Back in the water. Back in the water. All right. Thought I felt something tickle my toes. Doggy paddling. Nice and slow. Oh God, this rock is much bigger than I thought. That's what she said. Oh God. That's what she said. That's what. Check it out, folks. Hole in the sea. A hole in the sea. What can we see in the hole in the sea? I'm actually gonna put you guys down there. Let me know what you guys see. That looked really cool from what I could see through the water on the screen. Let's get up here. This is super duper slippery, so if you ever do come out here, make sure you are ready for the slickness. Do not trust your footing. Definitely give yourself a lot of wiggle room. The rocks itself are not slippery, but the green stuff is, and there's green stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna put my foot here. Wow, there's so many areas to fall and never be seen again. All right, there we go. Made it to the top. I am the king of this little mountain right now. I decided to pick the rock that all the birds like to sit on. Sit on with an H. S-H, you do the rest. This is the steadiest rock that I could find, but it's also the tallest, so it makes sense. One more look at this beautiful beach. Wow. Let's see if I can find my family and all these beautiful people. I think I see a little one throwing sand at the other one right there. Look at
sea monkeys throw sand in each other's face to assert dominance. Mama monkey in the distance feeds the babiest of the sea monkeys, while big brother sea monkey builds more sand castles for the sea monkeys to destroy momentarily. It is bound to happen. And now baby sea monkey number 2 has backed off, and big girl sea monkey has won the dominance of the sand throwing battle.
This is gorgeous, and this is actually a really good area to get a look at this water. And I'm right next to those buoys, not too much farther. The ships are coming in, they got to stay on the other side of those. There's actually these big buoys out here in the distance. There's green ones and there's red ones. And when we were on the Dolphin Snorkel Sunset cruise, she let us know, because she let Jackson drive, which is absolutely awesome, but she let us know that red has to be on your right when you're coming in, and green has to be on your right when you're going out. So that lets all the people in the boats know exactly which direction and where they should be placed on which side of the buoy so that there's no accidents. But as you can see, sometimes it's a free-for-all. I'm going to assume there's some people who don't understand that. Maybe they're first-time boaters. Maybe they don't understand the rules of the nautical rules. So as you can see, they're coming on either side. But for the most part, most of the ships are coming in this little area right here, and they're staying safe. Check it out, a huge hole in this rock. Oh wow, and the size of that barnacle is massive. Wow, that is so cool. Where does it go? Into the water, I know that, but where does it lead to? Once again, into the water, I know that, but what is in there? Water, I understand. I feel just like a bird, just sitting here, watching all the people go by in their boats. This is majestic. But we do want to go explore Fort Zack, so I probably should get back to the family because I know we want to do that. I want to actually get into those ruins and see what it used to be like and give you guys a good history lesson. Check it out, I think I got a perfect jumping in point. Kind of far from this one, so I'm trying to get a little bit closer. Start making my way back so we can get to Fort Zack. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Oh goodness. I'm on the side of a mountain, I feel like a goat. Alright. That rock. Watch the green stuff, George. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's nice and slick. Let's try to get to this rock now. Alright. Slow and steady. Uh-oh, I can't move from here. Uh-oh, I need both my hands. I know it doesn't look that deep, and I'm honestly not sure how deep it is. I'm not really trying to go under. But here we go, we're jumping in. I'm still getting water in my mouth. Yuck, I just swallowed so many fish peas and so many fish poops. I almost lost my sunglasses again. Seawater is not tasty, folks. 10 for 10, don't recommend. 11 for 10, quite honestly. It gets in your eyes, and it's a big surprise how bad it hurts. I'm doing a half doggy paddle. I still don't know how deep this water is though. Yeah, 10 for 10, don't recommend. Close your mouth when you swim. Alright, so as promised, we did make it over to Fort Zack, but there is one problem. There's a cannon in my way! No, not only that, check out those hours right there. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it is 5:22. Uh-oh. Oh no. I hope we're not too late, but check it out. It is literally a fort. Like, how cool is that? This was look at all those cannons on top. Literally, there's cannons all over this, and this, I believe, was to help fight with the pirate issue that they were having down here. I would love to find a sign so I can confirm or deny that claim that I just made, and of course there's no way to check the back of the sign. There's nothing. Hello, beautiful. Are you ready to explore Fort Zack? You gonna teach us some history stuff? My goodness, I didn't know they had princesses at Fort Zack. Yes. Yes. All right, so let's take a look at this timeline. So in 1845, construction began. In 1861, this served in the American Civil War. In 1898, Battery Osceola built for Spanish-American War. In 1914 to 1945, served in World War I and World War II. 1947, longest-serving U.S. coastal fortification. 1962, served during Cuban Missile Crisis. 1968 and through 1976, Howard, England evacuation. In 1973, it was made a national landmark. And in 1985, it was officially Fort Zachary Taylor Historic State Park. So it does say Fort Taylor up there, but it is Fort Zachary Taylor. So there you go. Thank goodness we found a sign, because I'm so tired of being wrong about these places. Jackson, take it away for us, buddy.
Fort Taylor was constructed in 1845 as part of the third tier system of defense, which called for the establishment of masonry
Fortresses constructed along America's coastline to prevent sea
attacks upon the United States. This fort was an important defensive structure for the United States because of its command over the waters of the Straits of Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. When completed, the fort was almost three.
Wow.
It was 3 stories tall, held 140
Holy moly.
140 cannon.
Was home to
and was
almost
home to 450 soldiers.
Wow, that's a lot of soldiers.
Fort Taylor remained under federal control during the Civil War and was the headquarters for the U.S. Navy East Coast Blockading Squadron. The current form of fort is largely the result of alterations made in 1898.
Wow.
Including the removal of the 2 upper tiers, filling casemates with sand and obsolete ordnance.
Good job, kiddo.
And construction of modern rifles, artillery emplacements,
Artillery.
artillery emplacements, battery Adair and battery Osceola.
Good job.
Fort Taylor continued to defend the United States during the Spanish-American War. World War I and World War II were the fourth service to the National ended in 1947. Fort Taylor is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and is a National Historic Landmark.
Great job, kiddo. Isn't that so interesting? I know. Now you know how I feel when I read these things, but you do such a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Check it out. Up the hill, there's the blacksmith shop. How cool is that? We're going to get a closer look at that in just a second. Even though I just gave you guys a closer look.
I'm going to go make me a metal sword.
I know. I've always wanted to do metal work. Being a blacksmith probably would have been my thing if I was born in like the 1800s. If I was privileged enough. No public beyond this point. Well, guess what? You guys get to go beyond that point. Check this out. That is so cool. Can you imagine this being in full operation like 200 years ago? Yeah, that would have been sweet. All right, so check it out. The residents of Fort Zachary Taylor are now just a bunch of iguanas. A witch must have transformed them, but that's all that's left here. And we did, look, there's another one right there. We did actually miss the fort. They do have it closed right now. And we probably won't be back for a long, long while. So I'm very sorry to everybody watching. I cannot show you guys the inside. Of course, I could fly my drone.
Yes.
No, there's tons of signs that say no drone flying. And with all the cannons, I'm sure they just blast it right out of the sky. And I'd get charged with treason or something. So we're not going to do that. But this looks absolutely cool. And you can actually go up there and explore the top tiers.
Whoa.
But it is only one story now. Remember, Jackson, you read that they took off the top 2 tiers? This used to be 3 times as high as it is now. Can you imagine? That'd be one heckin' view, right? That's pretty cool, though. Here's a good look at the whole thing from the outside. I'm on the outside looking in. Check it out. There's a huge iguana right here. The honey found him and chased him up the tree. And then right over here on this tree, there's a little guy doing push-ups. Check it out. He's getting his workouts in. Well, now that the kids are creeping up on him, he's holding steady.
Stay back, you guys.
He was doing push-ups. I was impressed. If I was a female, I might be over there trying to see what he's got. All right, so check this out. Like the Rock of Gibraltar, history of Fort Taylor. Fort Taylor served faithfully through the American Civil War and was called the Gibraltar of the Florida Straits. Even though it never fired a single shot in defense, it protected the harbor from attack and served as the anchor of the Union's East Gulf blockade fleet. modernization. After the Civil War, the U.S. Army decided to upgrade the Civil War weapons to more modern long-range rifles. The fort was reduced from 2.5 stories to only 1.5. This reduction allowed the full employment of 2 12-inch barbette rifles and 4 3-inch 15-pound anti-mortar torpedo boat guns. These were installed between 1898 and 1903. A number of the obsolete cannons were buried inside the southern-facing casemates. 20th century defense. The fort also played a key role in World War I and II, protecting the harbor and its facilities. It even served during the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962 as a radar installation. National recognition. Through the work of Howard S. England and others, the fort was declared a National Historic Site in 1971 and a National Historic Landmark in 1973. The state park formally opened to the public in July 1985. Wow, so it's only been open for about almost 30 years, right? A little over 30 years. No, not at all. How crazy.
Dad,
Yeah.
what was the Cuban Missile War?
You asked me this before. It was JFK's biggest fumble and may or may not have led to his assassination, but don't tell the CIA I told you that. All right, so here he is himself, the man, Zachary Taylor. Interesting details about Zachary Taylor. In 1837, he was promoted to Brigadier General and earned the nickname Old Rough and Ready. Zachary Taylor was the second president to die in office. Within months of his death, this fort, though still under construction, was named after him in honor of his military accomplishments. 12th President of the United States from 12th President of the United States from 1849 to 1850. Wow, he barely served a year. For more than half a century, during which kingdoms and empires have fallen, this union has stood unshaken. The patriots who formed it have long since descended to the grave, yet still it remains the proudest monument to their memory. Zachary Taylor, very cool. And check this out. Zachary Taylor, one of 3 Civil War era forts built in Key West. At the onset of the Civil War, the Union seized control of the fort, preventing it from falling into Confederate hands. It played an important role curtailing the threat of Confederate blockade runners. Originally, the fort was a 3-story fortification surrounded by water on all sides. With advances in gunnery, the structure was reduced to 1 story at the turn of the 20th century. The fort was heavily used again during the 1898 Spanish-American War. Very cool, right?
Circa 1845, Key West historic marker, free audio walking boat.
Very cool. Thanks for that, buddy. And check it out. They do have bathrooms, but these offices close at 5 p.m., so I will not be able to give you guys a rating, or at least an accurate rating, but let's just check just in case. Let me in! Get out of here! If you guys do come here, just so you know, there are water fountains, so make sure you get yourself a drink. Quite refreshing. And that's going to be it for our episode today. I hope you guys had so much fun joining us at Fort Zack and Fort Taylor. I'm not sure if there's a difference or if it's Fort Zachary Taylor. It's probably both, quite honestly. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I mean, I swam out to that rock just for you guys and almost drowned like 16 times. So I think that deserves a thumbs up if you don't mind. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And we just found out that YouTube has been unsubscribing people. So make sure you check your subscription. If you think you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you check it. If you haven't already, make sure you check the description as well. There's 3 other links down there for our other social medias that are going to have additional content that you're not going to see here. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and remember, life's not worth living if you're not taking a risk. Check this out, y'all. We're just coming back from the beach. We're almost back home. We had to stop at the Winn-Dixie, grab some stuff for dinner, and check out what I saw. What? It's a real life Snow White. Chickens and deer, y'all. Like, what? They're just eating out of this guy's car. How ridiculous. Where'd the chickens go? The honey's over there playing with the chickens and deer. She was so excited, and you guys were right. They're literally the size of like a German Shepherd dog. How wild. That is so adorable. Look at how happy and excited she is. I think she pet it. How adorable.